Real Oberlin stories, real Oberlin people.
We have a big story coming.
You have a story? Let me know. 440-707-6445 or email stories@oberlinweekly.com.
You go to school, right? You study math, you study science. When you get to college, there's lots of different types of science, right? When you get to college, you can study either chemistry or biology or engineering, all these different types of science, right? And I teach chemistry. So I'm a chemistry professor. Okay, so what we got here is a bunch of science magic tricks to show you. I'm so glad you came to the Science Magic Show. Okay, so the first thing I gotta tell you about the Science Magic Show, right, is Science Magic Show, I'm sorry, it has absolutely no magic in it. No magic, right? It's all science. The reason all this stuff works is all because of science. The reason all this stuff works, right? And see, science is pretty easy, right? It just has complicated words, right? So, you know what this is, you've seen this before, right? It's science that makes that happen, right? And all science is, right, they just give things fancy words. You know what's going to happen, you've seen that before, right? The science word for that is called surface tension, right? That's all, it's just a big fancy word, okay? So, science I think is pretty easy. People say science is hard, I don't believe it, right? Science is pretty easy because you already know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen, right? Science, that's why that happens, right? The air goes through there and it makes that sound. Science explains all of this stuff, right? Like, for example, why airplanes fly, right? The reason airplanes fly is when they turn the jet engines on, right? The jet engines make wind and push it underneath the wings, and that's why the airplane flies, right? So I can show you that, right? If you push wind underneath it, it will make it fly, just like an airplane. And see, science explains all this stuff, right? What the magician wants to do is the magician wants to trick you and make you think it's magic. It's not really magic. See, what the magician will do is he'll go, wait 1 second. What the magician will do, right? I got no electricity. Hold on. Oh, there it is, right? What the magician does is he tries to, see, science is why this happens, right? Science is why this happens. Hold on, too much, maybe like that. Science is why this happens. See, the wind underneath makes it fly, right? So science makes it happen. What the magician does is the magician tricks you by going, whoa, look, see, it's magic. But it's not really magic, it's science that makes all that stuff happen, right? And science is not hard at all, right? Even if you've never seen this before, you already know what's going to happen, right? Yeah, see? I think, right, science is intuitive, right? You know, it's already inside of you, right? No surprises there. You knew that was going to happen, right? Science makes all that stuff happen. So what we got here, all these science magic tricks, right? And my students and I, we worked really hard to make all these science magic tricks work, right? Well, we just study and we learn how to do it, right? But this science magic trick, I'm especially proud of, because see, all those magic tricks I learned how to do, this one I invented myself. I really invented this. Because I'm a scientist, I can invent things, right? So, see, what I did is I said this stuff, right, it would burn like crazy if you put just a little bit of it in there, right? Then you would have a way to launch it when you lit it on fire, like this. Oh, wait. False alarm. Try that one again. Okay, here it goes. It's a flamethrower. Watch this.
I know that.
Pretty cool. Yeah. I invented that myself. Yeah, me too. I'm right inside. Yeah, okay, so it was pretty cool. That's why I want to do it again. Okay. So people say science is hard, right? I think science is pretty easy. If I put twice as much stuff in, what's going to happen? It's going to make it twice as big, exactly. So, right? See, that was easy. Science is easy. What we're going to do now is call it an experiment, right? We're going to test it out and see how that works. So we put 1 in. Now 2, right? So that'd be bigger. It should be twice as big. Our experiment will test and see if that's true. Twice as big. And it's going to be true. Too windy from the fans. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Way cool, right? So, that really, right, that's just our warm-up. Really what we're going to do now, we're going to officially start the Science Magic Show right now. That was just a warm-up. You believe it? That was just a warm-up. So, here we start the Science Magic Show, right? And I think we should start the Science Magic Show with a bang, all right? So, you guys know why this is on the end of a meter stick?
Because you're going to pop the balloon.
So I can pop. Why is that balloon so far away from me? Exactly. Because I don't want to blow up my face. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Way cool. Science is way cool. Science is way cool. And if you guys think this is fun, then what you want to do, right? Come to college and study science and I'll be your teacher. You just have fun all the time. Okay. So what I want to do here, you're not going to believe it, turn this into a rainbow. You believe that? Of course I can. I'm a scientist. I know how to do that. Turn it into a rainbow. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add this. I'm a chemistry teacher, right? This is a chemical. Okay, so I'm going to add this chemical to it to make it change colors, and now it looks red. All I got to do is mix it up so that the whole thing's red, okay? But I promised you a rainbow, so here comes the rainbow. So you guys know the colors of the rainbow, right? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, right? So this one, I have to add very slowly so that it sinks to the bottom, and then we'll have a rainbow. So we have to add it slowly, but that's okay. I have patience. I can add it slowly. So when you go to college, right, you study anything you want, right? And math was my favorite subject, so that's why I studied science. Math is a type of science, right? And when I went to college, I studied science, right? I went to college for 8 years. Do you believe that? I went to college for 8 years, and I became a doctor of science. You know that? You can be a doctor of anything you want in college, right? Most people just think doctors is like the person you go to when you get sick, right? But if you like playing the piano, you can become a doctor of playing the piano. If you like swimming, you can become a doctor of swimming. And I liked math, so I became a doctor of science, right? All you gotta do is study and do your homework, and you can do that in college, okay? So I was gonna make a joke, right? I'm a doctor of science, that's why I have patience when I pour that in. Get it? Okay, so I promise you guys a rainbow. Just have a little patience. We're going to have the rainbow. See, here's the red, getting some orange, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of green, and then some blue and some purple. Give it one more second for just to settle down there, and we'll have a full rainbow in it. Can you see the yellow's coming already? Yeah, see? Some more yellow, and some more green's coming. It's a rainbow. I told you I could make a rainbow. It's science, that's how I mean that rainbow. Pretty cool. Yeah? Alright? Way cool science stuff. Okay, so, way cool science stuff, right? I think you'll like this one. This is pretty fun too. Are you ready for this one? You guys gotta pay attention, right? You wanna see that one again? You gotta pay attention. One more? Alright, don't blink, here it goes. Just like that. Okay, so, no magic show will be complete without a card trick. So, here's my card trick. Okay, ready? Pick a card. Oh, wait, no.
You can see.
Hold on. Pick a card. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. Well, these, pick a card. Go ahead. You want to pick one? Okay. Now, don't tell me what it is. Look at it, but don't tell me what it is. Go ahead and look at it. Look at the other side. Remember what number it is. Do you see what number it is? Look on the other side. Look on the bottom. You see the number? Okay. Now remember what number it is, okay? And now, using science magic, I can tell you what number it was. It's number 9. Oh, because I looked at it. Right? That's not really the trick. Okay, here's the trick. The trick really is, it's kind of a trick, right? It's kind of a trick. What is this room full of? Like between us and the ceiling, what is this up here?
Air.
Air, exactly. It's not empty, it's air, right? So the reason we got air here, right, is because the clouds in the sky, right? It's all science, right? The clouds in the sky, they make the atmosphere which holds the air down on Earth, right? So what it is those clouds are pressing down, right, on the air, and it's like atmospheric pressure, right? So it presses down, we got pressure, right? So even though you can't feel it, there's actually pressure, atmospheric pressure. It's very small pressure, right? Holding that card there, pushing down on that card, so when I turn it over, it's just like that. Very cool. So you can do this one at science fair if you want to, right? Go to science fair. Nice magic trick you can do here. Okay, so no magic show would be complete without making stuff disappear. Alright? So, making stuff disappear. Okay, so here I go. You see these cups? These cups are totally empty. I'm not trying to trick you. There's nothing in these cups. These cups are totally empty. Okay? So what I'm going to do, see I got the water here, right? I got the water here. And I'm going to put, pay attention, I'm going to put a little bit of water in this cup, and a little bit of water in this cup, and a little bit of water. So every cup right now has a little bit of water in it, right? There's some water here, and some water here, and some water there, right? So what I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to mix them up. I'm going to take some of this water and pour it here, and then pour some here, and I'm going to mix it up. So I'm going to keep mixing them up and dumping them in each other. And when I'm done, you got to tell me which cup has the water in it. It's like the shell game, right? So you got to pay attention, right? See, there's some water here. If I put some of that water here and some of that water here, right? And then see, there's some water here. If I take some of that water here and some of that water here, right? Now, there's some water here. If I put some here and some here, right? And then there's some water here. If I put some here and some here, and keep mixing it up, right? And then there's some water here. I'll put it here and then put it here. Okay? So, which cup has the water in it? The middle one. You guys are really paying attention.
They all have water in it.
Okay, so everybody thinks the middle cup has the water in it. Does this cup have water in it? No. Does this cup have water in it? No. Does this cup have water in it? No.
Yeah. See, I told you. Y'all was tripping. I told you.
Do you know how that works? You know how that works? Science. That's how that works. Okay, so look. If I tell you guys the trick, because the magician's not supposed to tell the trick, right? If I tell you guys the trick, you guys seem pretty cool. So if I tell you the trick, you promise never, ever, ever to tell anyone. Okay? So you were right. The water was in the middle cup. Here it is. Look at this. That's what happened to the water. It turned into this. And it didn't disappear. The water's right there. I mean, it's see what I had, right? In the bottom of that cup, was a chemical, and that chemical absorbed all the water. And that's where the water is absorbing that chemical. So you know where I got that chemical from? Baby diapers. You guys know that routine, right? When the baby pees his pants, right? He doesn't like that, right? So they put this stuff in the baby diapers to absorb water. And that's what I did. I just took that chemical out of the baby diapers and I put it in there so I could trick you guys. The water did not disappear at all. Okay, so the water didn't really disappear. Do you guys want to see this disappear? Yeah. Are you ready? Yeah. Right before your very eyes, this is going to disappear. Ready? No, it's gone. You guys caught me. That was not right. So, let's do this one instead, right? So look, I made the water disappear. Do you think I can make the cup disappear also? Yes! You know I can. Science can do that, see? Make the cup disappear also. Very cool. You know what it is, guys? It's a nail polish remover. That's what it is. Okay, so I need a volunteer to help me out. How about you help me out with it? You can help me out with the next one, okay? Remind me of your next, okay? Put your goggles on. Come on over. Come back. Wait, no, stay here. I was wrong. Sorry. Okay, what's your name, friend? Okay, so show your friends here, face your friends. What we're gonna do, right? You see this glass, right? Real glass, look, see? Real glass, go ahead and hold that, but don't break it, it's real glass. A real hammer, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna break it. Science is way cool, science is so much fun, right? Look, I know English class is fun because you get to read books. But what class are you allowed to smash glass with a hammer? Science! Only in science class are you allowed to do this. So here we go. Alright, so I got this newspaper, see? There's the newspaper. Go ahead and put the glass right there. So the glass is inside the newspaper. So we can go on, twist it up, twist it up, twist it up. Alright, ready? Okay. So go ahead and smash it. Wow! I think it's definitely broken.
No.
Let's check it out.
It's not.
Oh, it's totally broken. Good job, friend. Look at that. Totally broken. Okay? Careful. Careful with that glass. Step back there. Here's what we're going to do. Okay, follow me. I got to be real careful with this glass. Follow me around the back. Come on. Here we go. Okay, so here, you stand on my right side over here. See, there's the glass, all smashed into tiny, tiny, tiny little pieces. There's the glass, all smashed into tiny, tiny, tiny little pieces. Good job smashing all that glass. Now we gotta make sure we get all of it in there, right? Because what we got here is the magic science fluid. And I know you guys aren't gonna believe it, right? But using the magic science fluid, what we're going to do, are you ready for this? Right, what we're going to do is we're just going to say the magic words, right? We're going to say the magic words and, oh wait, my magic wand is broken. Here, you hold that. Okay, the magic wand is a little bit broken. If you hold it here, see, it's just broken. Okay, no problem, the magic wand is broken. We can use the magic underwear. So with the magic underwear, we gotta say the magic words. Are you guys ready? Repeat after me the magic words. Mecca lecca high, mecca hiney ho. Mecca lecca high, mecca tighty whitey ho. Good. Okay? So now, right? Because we said the magic words, do you believe it? All that glass is going to be put back together and I'll pull it out and we'll all be whole again. There it is. See, what the magic fluid does is it puts it back together. Do you believe me? No.
It was already in there.
It's a
I
trick.
could see it.
Let me tell you the trick? No. I'm not going to tell you the trick. You really want to know the trick?
Yeah.
It'll be no fun if you know the trick. Will it still be fun if you know the trick? Okay. You guys were right. I had one hidden in there. You just didn't see it. Yeah, you just didn't see it. See, the magic fluid is nothing but corn oil. That's all. Pretty cool. Hey, thanks for helping. Can I have the goggles back? Cool. Good job. Okay, so For the next one, I need 2 of the counselors to help me for the next one. How are 2 of the counselors?
Bro, sit down. Put your hand down. Put your hand
Okay.
down.
So here's what you volunteered for. You want this one? Or you want to make him there though? Okay, there you go. Now let's do this. This is mine. Okay? So what we're going to do, right, I told you guys I'm a chemistry teacher, right? So what I got here are some chemicals. It's vinegar, that's a chemical, and this is baking soda, and that's a chemical. And everybody always says chemicals are so dangerous, right? You put this on your salad, and you eat it, and it's a chemical, right? And the baking soda, that's what you use when you bake a cake, or when you bake cookies, right? And they're chemicals, okay? So what we're going to do, put the funnel in, I put my funnel in, okay? So, here you go, friend. Take the baking soda and put a couple of scoops in. Take the baking soda. Here, maybe we don't need the spoon. Put a couple of scoops in. Put a couple of scoops in. Wait, hold on. That's not going to work. Give me those back. That's not going to work. Here's what we got. Yeah, take your phone. I messed it up. What we got to do is, it's been a long time since I did this magic trick. All right? You got to put the vinegar in there. Mixed up the order. Okay? So here's your vinegar. I'll just leave it here for you. That was my vinegar. I'll just put it here. This is my vinegar. No, your vinegar. Right? So just put it there. Okay? So the baking soda, I messed it up, right? The baking soda goes in the balloon. So using that funnel, right, what you want to do is put some baking soda into the balloon. There you go. Okay? So to help get the baking soda in, you're going to put the baking soda in. Okay? And then, I need mine too. Okay. There you go. Put some baking soda in. Any other dose you're okay with that? That's good.
He's gonna put the balloon over it. It's gonna blow up.
Need more baking soda?
No, they take the balloon off and it floats.
Here, give me a little more.
It's gonna blow up.
A little bit more, you go.
He's gonna
All right. We can do that. That way it'll be nice and big. Whoa! Maybe too big. Okay. All right. So here's what we're going to do. You got it in there? You ready? No problem. We have patience. We can do it. You got it? You're good? All right. So go ahead and take your funnel off. Got your balloon with the baking soda. All right. So there's your vinegar. There's your vinegar. All right. So what you're going to do is put the balloon over the lid like that. Right? And when we lift it up, the baking soda will mix into the vinegar. No problem. We can do this right. We have patience to do a good job here. We have patience to do a good job. Alright, that's good. Yeah, right here. That's fine. Okay? Put your balloon on like that. But don't dump it in until I say so. Alright. You can do it. Okay, got it? Alright, so the baking soda is in the balloon, the vinegar is in the bottom, and now we're going to dump the baking soda into the vinegar and watch what happens. Blows up the balloon. About that. You can do this by yourselves at home, right? You got vinegar at home, you got baking soda at home. You can do that size one. Thanks for helping me. Let me see what's up here.
Pop it!
Okay, so, the next magic trick, and I promised that you were going to be my helper for the next one, right? Come on up. So, there you go. Put your goggles on. Come on over here. Come on over here. Alright? See? So, what the magician does, right? The magician makes up a big long story to make you think that it's actually magic, that it's actually just science, right? So are you ready for my big long story about this one? Okay, so my big long story about this one is that we're gonna make a genie come out of this bottle, right?
Yeah.
All we gotta do is take the lid off, and when I say so, we'll take the lid off and the genie will come out of the bottle, right? It's not an ordinary genie, it's the science genie. Okay, the science genie. So what it is, right, is 2,000 years ago in ancient Babylon, there was a wise old man who dedicated his whole life to studying science. He learned a lot of stuff all about science. He was a very wise man. That was 2,000 years ago, right? And he turned into a genie. Everybody used to call him Grandpa Science, because he's an old man who loves science, right? And so that was 2,000 years ago. And since then, he's been inside these bottles. All we gotta do is take the lid off, and the genie, you know, are you believing it? No. Believe, see, you can believe, right? The science genie, and when we call the science genie, we'll summon the science genie out of the bottle, and he will enlighten us with all the wisdom and knowledge of science. Are you ready for that? So hold it like that, and then take the lid off, and on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, go ahead, and the genie will come out of the bottle. I said the genie will come out of the bottle. Oh wait, I know what happened. We forgot the magic wand. Okay, here, see the magic wand. Okay, now, with the magic wand, what's that? So, with the magic wand, right, now it's totally going to work because of the magic. So, say the magic words. Just make it up, it doesn't matter, it's all fake, right? It's not really magic. Go ahead, say magic words, anything you want. Like abracadabra, how about that? Abracadabra, okay, good. So, because you may think this is one of those cheap plastic wands from the dollar store. It's not. This is a real magic wand. This real magic wand has real magic. Now, because of the magic wand, the genie will come out of the bottle this time. Ready? Okay? So take the lid off and step back, and the genie will come out of the bottle. How about that? It's a real genie. It's a good one. It's a genius. Hey, thanks for helping me. Appreciate it. Okay, gang. So we've been through this one, right? What's this room full of here? Air, right? So don't say this thing is empty. It may look empty. There's something inside of there. There's air inside of there, right? What I want to do is get that egg in. See, the egg doesn't fit, right? Do you think I can get that egg to fit inside there? Of course I can. The reason I can get that egg to fit inside of there is because I know science and I know how to do that. See, really what it is, this thing is full of air, right? So I got this newspaper and I folded it up like a little fan, right? And I'm going to dip it in some rubbing alcohol to make it burn, okay? So when that piece of paper burns, it'll burn the air, then it'll be empty. And once it's empty, right, that'll suck the egg in, just like that. Is that cool or what? Did you guys miss it? Now pay attention, we'll do one more. We'll do one more, hold on. See, the egg doesn't fit in the bottle. No way, no how, the egg doesn't fit in the bottle. I can put the egg into the bottle. Getting my piece of paper with some alcohol, so that I can burn my piece of paper. And now it's going to burn the air, then it'll be empty. And when it's empty, it sucks the egg in. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Okay, so, I need 2 very brave volunteers all the way from the back, some very brave volunteers. Okay? So, friend in the NASA shirt, why don't you help us out? And you can help us out too, okay? I picked you because I love your shirt. glasses. See, real science requires real safety glasses. Okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to turn on this light bulb and it's going to glow, right? So we're going to do that, stand here, face your friends, right, while you're holding it. So hold the metal part right there, hold the metal part right there. Wait till you see what you just volunteered for. You're not going to believe this. Okay?
You guys are going to die. Yeah, you guys are going to get electrified.
We're going to give it some electricity and turn it on while we're holding it. Okay? And the way we're going to do that, is with this piece of equipment here. This piece of equipment is called. Okay, gang. So I need absolute attention for this one because this one actually could be dangerous if you didn't know what you were doing. So we need absolute attention. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to use this electricity. Watch what happens. See? You see that? We're going to use that electricity to turn on the light while you're holding it. Okay, so before we do this, I need cooperation again. Do you have a pacemaker or have you ever had heart surgery? Pacemaker, ever had heart surgery? Okay, so that means it's safe. You can do this. Okay, so I know how to do this the safe way. See, this thing is so far away, there's no spark. Right? And when you get real close, there's no spark also, right? But when it's dangerous is when it's kind of close, like that's when it's dangerous, right? See, because if there's a little gap there, the spark, see, there's no gap. It's totally safe, right? So what that means is, when I grab this, I can't hesitate for even a second. I just got to grab it real fast, like that. Okay, give me your hand. Check it out. Okay, so that there is a neon light, like a neon sign, right? That's why it glows orange, because it's a neon light bulb. Didn't hurt? No? You try one more time? How about that? Pretty cool. You guys are pretty brave. Dig it.
He's running.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. I'll take my cards back. Very brave indeed. Okay. So, what do you think? What I need is a volunteer. You want to help me out? Okay, push your elbows. Okay. Let's see. Look back here. Careful with the screw here. Okay. So, like I was telling you before, right? What the magician does is the magician makes up a story to get you to believe it's magic, but it's actually really science, right? So, are you ready for the story about this one?
Put your hands down.
The story about this one, gang, proper oral hygiene. Toothbrush and toothpaste. So, did you brush your teeth this morning, friend? Good. Brush your teeth every morning, every evening, so that you'll be healthy, right? So, but you and I were human beings, right? So because we're human beings, we use a human being toothbrush and a human being toothpaste. That way we have clean teeth and we're healthy, right? But an elephant would want to have clean teeth also, right? So an elephant can't use this toothbrush and this toothpaste, right? An elephant would have to use an elephant toothbrush. So I brought one to show you. If you never saw this before, maybe you've seen these in the store. Did you see these in the store or at home, right? This is an elephant toothbrush, okay? So to go along with that elephant toothbrush, you're going to make the elephant toothpaste. Yours will be in here. Are you with me? Okay, yours will be in here. Mine will be in here, and we'll make the elephant toothpaste, okay? So go ahead, put yours there, put mine there, and okay. So to make the elephant toothpaste, fortunately I know the recipe because I'm a scientist. I got the recipe for the elephant toothpaste. Okay, so the recipe for elephant toothpaste says you start with peroxide. So you know how when you scrape yourself and somebody in your family helps clean it out, right? With peroxide. It's a chemical, it cleans your nose, it helps you, right? So that's the first ingredient in the elephant toothpaste is the peroxide. Okay, so the elephant's teeth are supposed to be clean. So the next ingredient would be some soap, so the elephant's teeth will be clean. So a little bit of soap, right? So what you want to do, give it a real gentle swirl like that. Okay, so we're ready to make the elephant toothpaste. Okay, all we need now is the one last secret ingredient. What is it? Magic dust. That's right. Now, gang, you gotta believe me. You guys believe me? You guys with me? Okay? Real magic dust. Real magic dust? Yes, no, maybe? Okay? Now, the reason I know this is real magic dust is because Santa Claus gave it to me. Santa Claus said, Professor Reggie, be very careful with the magic dust. It's real magic dust, right? So, because when Santa uses it, go ahead, get your spoon there, and get just one spoonful. Just one spoonful is all you need. Right? Put it right there. Just one spoonful. Wait, not yet. Just one spoonful is all you need. Because, right, it's like magic, right? Like when Santa Claus uses it, it's like pixie dust, right? He just sprinkles it over the reindeer, they fly all the way around the earth in one night. It's amazing, right? So you don't need very much magic, just a little. It's very strong stuff. You just need a little bit of magic. And then we're going to count to 3, 2, 1. And when I say that 3, 2, 1, then put the magic dust in, and we'll have elephant toothpaste. Are you ready for that? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, go. And now it'll be elephant toothpaste. Okay, gang, a couple more magic tricks. Check this one out. I think you like this one. Okay, so what I got here is a whole lot of balloons, right? A whole lot of balloons. Now, do you think I can fit all of these balloons into that tiny little box? Of course I can. Of course I can. I'm a scientist. I know how to do that. I'm going to get all of these balloons into that tiny little box just like this. See what's in there? You guys ready to rock and roll again? Okay, we're rock and roll again. The science magic tricks. I got one for you. Hold on.
Put your hands down and quiet down.
Okay, so what this is, it's alcohol, right? And they put that type of alcohol in gasoline, right? And the cars burn it, and that's why the car goes forward, because you put gasoline in it and it burns. Okay, so, right, if you light it, see this liquid? If you light it on fire, it'll burn. But we don't want it to burn. We want like a big explosion, right? Okay, so what I gotta do is I gotta take that liquid, right, just a little bit of liquid, and shake this thing up like crazy to turn it into a gas. Alright, I don't think I have enough. Hold on, a little bit more. A little bit more. Okay, so that little bit of liquid, we're shaking it up to turn it into a gas. It's going to fill this. Go ahead, sit down for me, please. Go ahead, sit down for me, please. Okay? So I'm going to turn it into a gas, right? And light it on fire, and it'll be like an explosion. You guys ready for that?
Let's go! Stop being scared again.
Stay in your seats back there. Here we go. Right? Little one. You guys ready to roll? Okay. Little one, little boom. Big one, big boom. Exactly. Shake it up like crazy. A little bit of patience. Hold on. 1 second. Okay, can you guys sit behind the cones, please? Awesome, thanks. Okay? Good, sit back behind the cones, okay, please? Thank you. Awesome. Appreciate it. Thanks. Okay? There we go. Thank you. Right? Because we have to do this safely, right? We gotta do this safely. That's why I got my safety goggles on. Okay, so how do you do this safely, right? Any extra liquid, see, dump out any extra liquid. The thing is just full of alcohol fumes and gas. So we can light this one. Get a big boom. Okay, gang. One more magic trick. And this magic trick, right, I got some music to go along with it. Okay? So you see these glasses? Totally empty. These glasses totally empty. Alright? What I can do is turn it into a rainbow. You guys ready for that? Do you believe? Turn it into a rainbow. It'd be red. And then orange. And then yellow, and then green, and then blue, and then violet. Violet, so cool. Why didn't it work? Hold on, let me see that. Let me see that. Maybe I just need a little bit more. Red, Maybe just needs a little bit. Okay, gang, thanks for coming to the Science Magic Show. Hold on. Science is a lot of fun. If you guys had fun today, right? If you guys had fun today, then my advice to you is, if you guys had fun today, alright, so if you guys think all this stuff is fun, my advice to you is, right, do your math homework. Do your math homework, and then when you come to college, you can study science, and I'll be your teacher, and we can do this kind of fun stuff all day long. Okay? So, thanks for coming to the Science Magic Show. So we started the Science Magic Show with a bang. I think we should end the Science Magic Show with another bang. Ready? The Science Magic Show will now be over in 3, 2, 1.